This meet has got electric. And if we move on from the fact that I think we're going to go an entire Olympic Games without a world record, that's mental. But we're not going to talk about that today in the slow pool. We're going to talk about great racing, great swimming. And is it Estonia this side? Is that the Estonia flag? Or is that the Estonia flag? I don't know. But we're going to talk about Estonia. Yesterday, they put their first ever swimmer into an Olympic final in Eneli Jefimova, coached by Henry Hine in the women's 100 breaststroke. She comes 7th. And then today, Gregor Zirk, in the first semi-final, the 200 fly in the lane next to Leon, dropped his lifetime best by 1.2 seconds to make history, the first Estonian male and the second Estonian swimmer to make an Olympic final. He came 3rd in the first semi-final, 154.2. Go and watch the live show. I was going mad. I was shaking, honestly, super pure adrenaline. It was a beautiful moment. I honestly, it's just made me so happy. Gregor Zirk in the 200 fly final. There he is. This hat has only been worn by 2 people, me and his son, Lucas Zirk. And that was the second event of the night. We had a great night. A couple of finals, but most importantly, a load of semi-finals. It was semi-final night. We're midway through the meet now, day 4 of 9. And it was just, all the semis are getting rolling now. Load of races, good races, quality races, good swimming. And I'm going to recap it all tonight. Let me know in the comments if you think we're going to go an entire Olympics without a world record. Let me know. That's the question of the evening. And before we go any further, hit the like button if you enjoy the videos. Hit the subscribe button if you want more of this, because I'm doing it every session of the Olympic Games, and I'm doing a live show during the finals every night with Brett Hawke, Megs, Kurt if he turns up, and Nate the swim nerd. And lastly, check out my website www.TheSwimsuitGuy.co.uk. I'm doing sales every day. Today I'm doing a sale on the 100 race pace program. It is £47.57. That was the time Jack Alexi went in the heats. In fact, I'm going to change it to £47.22 because that's what Pan went in the semi-final. And I'm doing a sale on my race caps. I've never done a sale before, so go and get them while they're on sale. The sales will last until heat start tomorrow morning. Anyway, 100 free was up right out the gates, and I've already spoiled it. 21 by Pan Jan Lee. Wasn't in the lead at the first 50, come back. Last 25 was very well executed. 47.21, 24.5 on the back end, and yeah, he's in the final. David Popovich down in 5th. He said that was the one goal, get in the final. He'd done that, 47.6. In fact, other than Pan out in front, there was a big grouping from 2nd, 47.5, Cole Chalmers, all the way down to 7th, Chris Giuliano, 47.7. It's going to be a dogfight tomorrow night. You know that. The waves are going to make a difference. The lanes are going to make a difference. We could get an outside smoker with Chris Giuliano or Jack Alexi. We could get Pan, win it from lane 4. Apparently, all the last Olympic finals have been won in lane 5. That would be Cole Chalmers. And I mean, I wouldn't bet against Cole Chalmers, but I also wouldn't bet against David Popovich. They're both winners, so we'll see how that unfolds. Then we had the men's 2 fly, and my God, Christoph Milak looks pristine. He went 152.7, looked up at the scoreboard and went, okay, that's all right. I mean, this is the world record holder. This is the guy that's over a second faster than Michael Phelps. Why are we even considering whether or not he's going to win this event? Leon Marchand was 2nd with 153.5. His 3rd of 4 200s he swam today because he does the 2 breast as well. Ilya Karun was 3rd. Noe Ponce 4th. I mean, I think if Christoph Milak's out in front, and Leon, we're saying Leon, maybe he comes 2nd. I think 3rd place is up for grabs because Ilya Karun 154.0 all the way to Martin Espenberger from Tennessee 154.62. I mean, everyone's in it, and so is Gregor Zirk. He is in it. Estonia. Let's go. Big misses. Michael Chimowalski missed it by 0.02. Thomas Harmon missed it by 0.2. 2 guys went 154 without making the final. I mean, I personally thought 155 would make it, so I'm shocked. I mean, yeah, if you'd told Gregor he was going to take a 154.6 to make it, he'd have been like, oh crap, that's tough. Then again, he just smoked a 154.2. So what are we talking about? And then we had the first final, women's 100 backstroke. And, you know, people were talking about maybe there's a chance Burkhoff wins it. Regan Smith's the world record holder. But we know when it comes to racing, Kaylee McEwen is mentally the toughest. And she turned 4th. Wow. She turned 4th because Kylie Mass went out in crazy fast speeds. Time first with 28.02 of Regan. But in the end, it was a decisive win. Kaylee McEwen was the champ, Regan Smith second, and Kat Burkhoff third. It was an equal PB for Kaylee McEwen, 57.33, an Olympic record, breaking her own Olympic record from last time, and 57.6 from Regan, 57.9 from Burkhoff. Then the next race was the men's 800 freestyle, and it was, I would say, up there with the men's 200 freestyle last night as a brilliant race, a spectacle, a spectacle. We had the fast starting Elijah Winnington. He couldn't hold off. He faded to 8th, but he did set the tone to 200 where he was out in 151. We then had Ahmed Jaoudi from Tunisia really in the mix on the early stages, second really till 200. And then we saw Dan Whiffen come to the wall first at 400. Fink was stalking him the whole time. Palcineri then made a little bit of a go for it. Palcineri touched first at 650, 700 and 750. But then everyone started charging. Unfortunately for Palcineri, he's a brilliant swimmer. He goes and goes and goes, and he's one of the best to ever do the distance races. But 28.2 on the last 50 just couldn't match the fast finishing Bobby Fink, 26.4 for silver, and the faster finishing 26.9 from Dan Whiffen. Dan Whiffen went psycho. 15 to go. He threw everything in the kitchen sink at the wall to break the European record, break the Olympic record, and go 7:38.19 for his first Olympic title. What a swimmer, what a man. Go subscribe to him on YouTube, go follow him on Instagram. We then had the women's 100 freestyle. I enjoyed that. Siobhan had a very, very strong back end of 27.1 to go 52.6. She'll be in lane 4 tomorrow night, surrounded by the two Aussie girls who were 0.1 back with Shayna Jack and Molly O'Callaghan. The cutoff was 53.1. That was Gretchen Walsh. The best start, other than Gretchen, was Tori. Tori looked brilliant to 50. She turned in 25.2. She couldn't quite hang on, but both the Americans will be in there. So were Yang from China, Sarah from Sweden, and Marit from the Netherlands. Then we had the 200 breast semi-finals, and we kind of had two different things go on. First semi, we had Zach go out faster than this morning, but then still close incredibly well in 32.5. So did Dong. Dong closed even faster, 32.3. Both of them 208 for second and third. The next heat, Leon opened up very quick in 60.8 and 133.9, then shut down in 34.2. He done like a mega glide stroke last 15 to be top seed with 208.1. For 4 200s in a day, man, this guy's good at swimming. Josh Young just got on the right side of the cut. He was 5th in the first semi-final, but 209.89 did make it back because 209.93 behind him by Lyubomir from Bulgaria was just off, and there was two 209.9s from Matt Fallon and Chin Hyang tied 10th. It's a game of fine margins. Unfortunately, the world record holder Chin, 5 seconds of his best time, did not make it back, nor did Matt Fallon, 4 seconds of his best time, the US champion. And lastly, the men's 4x200 freestyle. I think deep down we knew GB were going to win it. We just didn't know if GB had finally what it takes to break that world record, because they've been mightily close on multiple occasions, within a 10th. And James Guy gave them everything on the first 200, 145.0, just off his best time from the morning. But unfortunately, Tom Dean and Matt Richards, and I'm not saying they were slow, but they didn't match the heights that we know they're capable of. These are both 144.2 flat start swimmers who have gone 143 on relays. They were both 145s, and without the draft, it's hard to get them 143s. But that being said, Duncan Scott dived in first and still gave a 143. He really did get after that world record, and they come up just under a second short. Still a great time, 6:59.4. Still Olympic champions, retaining their Olympic title. The GB men have dominated this 4x2 for years, and ultimately, the reality is in this pool, that was a brilliant swim, and I'm sure in many other pools in the world where the waves of relay takeovers don't swamp it, they could have smashed that world record. And I think one day they will. I think maybe next year at Worlds they will finally decimate that world record in Singapore. USA had a very good effort. Second place, Australia were third. China I thought would be better, but they didn't have the same team as Doha, and no one matched the speeds of Doha either. They were fourth. There was 9 teams. That was a crazy thing. I've never seen 9 swimmers or teams in an Olympic final, because there was tied 8th this morning. And there we are. Oh, there you go. GB won from the first 200 all the way to the end. And yeah, 1:143. Normally you'd get 2 or 3, maybe 4 in an Olympic final. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like if you did. Cheer on the boy Gregor Zirk tomorrow night in the men's 2-fly final, and cheer on Siobhan Bernadette Jorge in the women's 100 free final. I hope they can do everything they can possibly do and have a good time doing it. I hope you had a good time watching this. Hit the like, subscribe to the channel, go check out my website and, you know, save some money. Get the caps cheaper than ever, or buy the 12 weeks 100 race pace program cheaper than ever. That's like 53% off. That's crazy. Go get that, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.